Well, hello, everybody. My name is Sarah, and this is Pearls of Wisdom in Food with Clean Intermittent Fasting, SIF, and OMAD, one meal a day. And why at 72, almost 73, this is working for me. And I hope that if it's something that you're doing, it's working for you as well. It to me is the miracle. After decades of trying every which way, after always being obsessed with the scale, with my weight, with, looking at my arse in the rear view mirror that I had, I call it the fanny mirror, checking out what my butt looks like, dealing with the disgusting feeling, the self-loathing, the constant thing about, you know, I'll never be skinny, I'll never have that little body, I'll never be able to wear those clothes that I see. Summertime is just an embarrassment, you know. And so here I am at 72, and there is finally some peace in my life. And I think it's due to getting the food issues under control. And I don't know why I was given this gift. Honestly, I, kind of feel like it was given to me. I fell into this. It's just how it was, from all the years of the trying and the wishing and the hoping and the obsessing. I still deal with the food part of thinking about it and planning it and getting excited about it. And of course, what do I do now? I work in a grocery store. And it's so funny to shop for others and see all these things and go, I need to try that. That would be good. Should I buy some of that? I work in Albertsons at Star Market, but it's a very small store. So it's kind of like an upgraded convenience store. I don't know. It's big. We have everything. We have a beautiful produce department, seafood department, meat department. Um, but it's not one of those super huge, 24 aisle type of stores. Um, but I get to see a lot of things. But I end up going to Whole Foods mostly for my produce. Why? Because they have more offerings, a lot more organic offerings, and their sales can't be beat. I mean, I can get a pound of organic strawberries at Whole Foods for 3.50, and yet at my store, a pound of organic strawberries is 5.99 or 6.99. Hello. So, and I'm working at the retail store that everybody thinks is cheaper. They go, "Oh, whole paycheck," and it's like, not at all. Not since Amazon bought it. Mm-mm. So this is the end of a load of Starbucks French roast. I buy the beans because I have a fancy heavy duty grinder. So I grind my own beans so I can have real strong black coffee. And I'm going to be having, he's local. I think it's out of Rhode Island. His name is Jim, and it's organic beans and it's sweet love. It's a recipe he designed or, formulated for his girlfriend wife. Um, and it's called Sweet Love. It's nice, and it has a smoky flavor. It's also a dark roast. It's also very strong, but it is not flavored with anything like hazelnut or French vanilla or creme brulee or any of those fancy Nancy flavored coffees that you see in the store, either in K cup versions or ground versions. It's rare to see one of those flavored ones whole bean. So I kind of separate myself from the flavored ones because the flavored ones would throw off the clean part of the clean intermittent fasting. And it's so minute, and I'm sure many people have said that program can just go pound sand because it's so exacting about what you can't have in your clean intermittent fast that people might miss the miracle because they give in and they'll have a gum or a Tic Tac or flavored water. They'll say, "What is the big deal?" A lot of people confuse 0 calories with it being legal for a clean intermittent fast, and it's not. A Diet Coke with 0 calories, anything zero sugar probably would interrupt your fast. Anything that is like 100% chemicals, which is any of those sodas that you see, and even the things like Poland Springs, they are probably chemically flavored. I don't think they're grinding up raspberries to make raspberry soda water. It's chemicals. That's how you keep it at 0 calories. But it's not a clean intermittent fasting legal drink while you're not having anything to eat. So when you are doing your clean intermittent fasting, if you're really game for this, and it takes an adjustment, but once you do it, I can't imagine going back, because each day that you get used to a black strong coffee or a black strong tea, a regular naked tea, none of the fancy sleepy time yogi, like the flavored coffees, the flavored teas aren't going to work. It's got to be a black tea. Um, and getting used to that, and just plain water. Yes, you can have the fancy Nancy San Pellegrino or the Saratoga in that beautiful royal blue glass bottle. You can have anything as long as it's a plain water. You can have the bubbles, and getting the minerals certainly helps with the electrolytes. And so that is okay to have during your clean intermittent fast. And then what I've begun to do for the last maybe year now, in my OMAD, I have what I want to eat. And it includes pasta, fruit, grains, even sometimes a sugar dessert. It includes it because it's in the OMAD. And when I'm done, as many of you have known me over the years, when I am done with my meal, I immediately brush and floss. And that is my little, "You're done, girly." And so then I go on with the day. I don't get hungry 2 or 3 hours later. I've been doing it for so long that my body knows the routine. So I've never broken the start of the new fast. In other words, I've never finished an OMAD and 2 or 3 hours later said, I am just hankering for a blankety blank blank. I'm going to have it. I haven't done that. I guess maybe I've got the gift of discipline. I don't know, because I'm just me and you're you. So I'm not sure if that happens to everybody that just gets used to clean intermittent fasting with an OMAD that has a beginning and an ending. It's not like way out there. I know some people talk about their window and making it later, and you know, changing up when they eat so their body isn't expecting it. And so you can, you know, jostle your body and lose the pesky pounds. I don't know about any of that. All I know is that I'm hungry when I sit down to have my OMAD at 2 p.m. every day. It it is so simple, but this is what I do on my video, coming in every Friday and talking about it. Because it doesn't change. And so I love being able to come on and saying, "Hey gang, this clean intermittent fasting OMAD is the best thing that ever happened to this old broad, and I'm going to keep doing it." Why? Because I'm a food hound and I love to eat. It was the clean intermittent fasting that needed the cleanup. It needed the discipline, the getting the minutest of, like, what is it that you're so obsessed? Why can't you just have a taste? Why I still get this at work all the time. People doing snacky snacks and munching, and do you want one? No, no, I don't. I don't want a slice of. If I was to have something, I would be getting the something and bringing it home and having it in my OMAD. There have been times that I have seen, one of the things is when the a la carte department of my store does the pizza, it always looks good. And I remember buying that pizza before in another lifetime, a couple of slices to have when I did things like breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, snack, as Dr. Fung would say, snacks. Um, and so I don't do that anymore. I plan my OMAD, and my OMAD is planned for the day, and I have a little show and tell to show you just how simple it is. And it's been, hot, 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 humid, humid, humid. Fortunately, I can put on the AC and have my meal in a cooler environment or less humid environment. I love the heat, don't like the humidity. So the AC, I can take out the humidity, but leave it so it's, I guess, hot. I mean, it's over, 70, it's like 75 degrees, but there's no humidity. So it's a very pleasant environment for me. That works for me because I'm cold all the time. So 75 is like perfect for this body. I work in a store that's very, very, very cold. So I get done with work at 1. I plan my OMAD. So I'm putting it together for my 2 o'clock meal. I'm still defrosting from the store. I just ordered some fingerless alpaca gloves. They're due here in a couple of days to wear at work because I get so cold. And I have a little um, hand warmer that I can recharge every single night. It has 3 settings on it, and I just do this with it all day at work because I just I just run so cold, and I always want to be warm. But anyway, so when I wake up in the morning, I have Element, LMNT. It's a little packet. Yes, they are expensive. 4 boxes, I think, are $140. They last for 3 months. It's what I've been doing. It takes care of it. And I have that in the morning. And now in the summertime, I've been taking pink Himalayan salt. I have a grinder, and I put salt in my coffee so I can just get that salt going during my clean intermittent fast. And so I just grind it in there, mix it with a little spoon, and it's just coffee that tastes salty, and it works. It just kind of keeps me going because I'm not gulping a lot of water. I have the same amount of water year round. Um, I think that I'm doing okay. I guess because I have a big salad that's filled with water. I don't know. It works for me, but I do put the salt in my coffee in this weather. Who knows? Maybe in the fall and winter, I will do the same. But for now, yeah, I put a couple of grinds in my black, strong Starbucks coffee for now. Jim's coffee starting tomorrow. And, call me wacky. This is how I do it. So I wake up and I have the Element in my 20 ounces of water that, I filter. And I have that in the morning. And then I just have my black coffee throughout the day. I make a little French press of the black coffee, so it's pretty strong. And that works through this part of the morning, like when I'm doing videos and answering emails and, all of that kind of stuff. And then at 9 o'clock, either I'm on my break from work or I come home from my 12-step meeting around that time, and I make another fresh pot of the the French press coffee, and that lasts me through 2 o'clock. And so I'll be sipping at it, grinding the salt into it, and enjoying my fasting part of the day. and I plan my OMAD, and I get excited about it. Um, Sometimes, I'm hungry. My tummy tells me it's hungry at 6 a.m., and it's like I'm not eating till 2, girly. I'm used to that. I just push through it. I just ignore that, and I think, "Ooh, maybe it's fat burning or something." Whatever those experts, non-experts tout on YouTube channels, because they're all telling the truth, of course. Well, of course they are. Don't you believe them? I believe every word. It's gospel. Anyway, I just come as the real deal at 72, talking about clean intermittent fasting and OMAD, and how I can't believe that I fit into what I fit into, that I weigh less than I weighed in the third grade, and it just continues to work for me. That's it. The wash, rinse, repeat continues to work. So I've planned my OMAD for the day. Yesterday there was a steak in the meat cooler, and it was marbled like wagyu. It was sirloin, but there was so much fat on the inside. I said, I'm having this. That's it. I'm having it. And so, as you know, I got my little Lodge cast iron mini wok that that I pan seared it in. So I have a container of butter and bacon fat at my ready. I have a basket of all kinds of oils, but when I'm pan searing a steak or um, broccoli or anything like that, that's what I reach for, is that butter and bacon fat. So I pan seared this little cute little. It weighed 1.01 pounds, but I knew that so much of it was bone and maybe some gristle too. So I pan seared it in the hot cast iron wok, fit perfectly. It was 2 minutes on either side, and then I held it sideways with my tongs, so the fat layer around the non-bone part of the steak got a good browning up too. It was delicious, and I ate the bone and part of the meat, and kept out maybe 4 ounces. So I still have 4 ounces to have either today or tomorrow, because I have two pork bellies left, adaptable. I don't know if you've ever bought them. They're apple wood smoked. They've got some seasoning on them. So I slow cook them in my toaster oven in my mini wok, because it fits in the toaster oven, because it's a mini cast iron wok. I mean, it's such a great tool. Lodge has it on sale. Check it out on the website, 20% off for at least a few more days. And so it is just the perfect for one sort of thing. I could cook a burger. I could just about do anything in it. And I love it. I do my bacon in it. And so each time the inside gets more and more seasoned with all of the different fats and oils. I just love it. Can you tell I'm getting hungry? And it is 3:28 in the morning. Okay, here we go. So anyway, I planned my meal. And but I continue to fast, and I know that at 2, that's when I'm sitting down, that's when I'm having it. So if I'm having that steak, I take it out of the fridge about an hour before I'm going to have it. Some people say a half hour. I take it out like an hour before. And so it reaches room temperature, because I don't want to lose the rare part of the beef, right? So it'll just be a shortened warm up in the cast iron mini wok. I'll just heat that up, put it in, and just pretty much just put it in, let it get a little, bubbly with some butter, flip it over, done, mama, it's mine. And yesterday I had sauteed mushrooms and sauteed shredded carrot in the wok after I did the steak. The steak was resting. You know how you're supposed to let the steak rest? I did. And I sauteed some mushrooms and shredded carrots to go with the salad and the steak, and it was divine. So I will probably do the mushroom carrot thing again, because I love veggies. I love a hunk of meat. but I also love veggies. And so, it's nice. I'm just a food hound, but I like to think that I'm having the best of the best. I spend more money than I would imagine on good food. And today I've got another whole food run. I've got the little list started. I need some organic romaine. I need some organic colored peppers. And because as because their sale begins on Wednesday, I need to go because the sale started a couple of days ago, and I want to catch up on what's on sale because I'm always looking for a nice oil. I got the California oil, the robust one it said global on the outside. I showed it on a what I ate video, and it says it was robust, and then it says peppery and something else. So it's a nice, robust, extra virgin olive oil. I'm not a vinegar person. Sometimes when I have the Brags, there's vinegar in that, so that because it's a vinaigrette, it's enough. But usually I'm just an olive oil person, macadamia nut oil, avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil. Those things go in. And I have been known if I'm having a big salad with crumbled bacon and I've made the bacon in the mini wok and I've got a little fat left over, I will pour that onto the salad as well. Truth be told, I do not fear fat. Don't fear it. And I have it. And so when I have a piece of bread, or right now I've got a Bay's brioche English muffin package in the fridge. And so I've been having one of those every day. Um, it's good, and I put the real butter on it. I'm not afraid of it. That's kind of like a dessert. A piece of bread can mimic a dessert for me. It's just, my body says, okay, and I'll have that. Sometimes I'll have rustic Hearty seed and grain bread with either organic honey or organic peanut butter. Right now I'm working off of an organic Smucker's peanut butter, and it is a stir kind. I love the stir kind. When you see people that, oh, I don't want that stir kind. It's like, I love that stir kind. And sometimes I mix the peanut butter and the honey for like a nice little topping on the piece of bread, and I call that dessert. I call the fruit dessert too. So today I do have to do a Whole Foods run. To me, it's a treat. I feel blessed that so far I'm able to afford the organic produce that I get there at Whole Foods. I can go in and for $20, I got some good stuff to work off of. And the next time I make the pasta carbonara with the pancetta, I'm going to add fresh peas. And I don't know about you, but I'm a fresh raw pea eater. Maybe because my parents had a garden with some peas in it at some point in my brief childhood before I had to become the adult of the two people that were called my parents. They weren't very healthy. Um, and so fresh peas, raw, eaten right out of the pod, is something that's a normal thing to me. So to put raw peas in a salad or in the carbonara, yeah, that works for me. So I do have a little 2-ounce thing of pancetta that I will cook in the mini wok. And then that is because I use 1 ounce for each time with the egg and the raw peas. Hopefully they have the raw English peas at Whole Foods when I go today. It's just another thing they offer that no other store here on the Cape offers. So this is a long one, right? So this is my salad. And I get up in the morning. As you can tell, if it's 3:30, I've already made this. And at the bottom, I put the organic baby butter lettuce from Olivia's, or the butter lettuce from Bright Farms. Is that it? It's kind of a new brand. I do that. And then this is what I call the mini layer. It is the organic peppers, it's the whole beets, it's feta cheese, it is chopped celery, organic English cucumber, craisins. It's all of that. Mushrooms, shredded carrots, a little Asian cabbage mixture. You know, those little salads that you can buy. Sometimes they're 3 for 10. I buy them, and then I've got a little cabbage. I've got red cabbage that I also chopped up. You know, I bought a head of it. And then on top is the organic romaine. And that makes for this hearty salad that I love. And it's got to be power packed because everything's in it is raw, and it's good because it's very hydrating. And so I will have that with another dose of that robust um, extra virgin olive oil from California, even though it says global on it, California Ranch. And I will add some organic roasted and salted sunflower kernels from Whole Foods. And I got a little bag. You can get them in the nuts section. And they're flavorful. They're great. And, you know, 1 tablespoon of those and 1 tablespoon of craisins. I just love my salad. Okay. So I'm having that with the leftover sirloin from yesterday. Put on, turn over. It's done. Sauteed, or excuse me, yeah, sauteed shredded carrots and just white mushrooms. I would use baby Bella too, but the white ones look fresher. And so that will be my dinner. I've already washed a peach to have with it later. I think I have a few cherries left. I don't have any strawberries. I'm kind of going to give the strawberries a rest. Part of a banana. I love just sitting there slicing a banana. And I also got a cosmic apple, red cosmic crisp apple, and a yellow delicious apple that I could have half of as well. And that will be my meal. And I might have the Bay's brioche English muffin as well as the cap to the meal. I eat hearty, and it takes me a while. Sometimes it's 60 minutes, sometimes it's 90 minutes, but I fuel up to get me through to the next day. And it's not that I practice intuitive eating. I think that was another add-on gift of the getting used to the OMAD and the clean intermittent fasting. I am also used to what makes my belly feel good, girly. That's good. You can top it off. You remember how we used to top off the gas when it was like 75 cents a gallon when you're 16 because your parents would let you use the car? And, you know, it's like, but you have to put the gas in that you used. You have to refill it. And so it's like you'd go and get $1 worth of gas and you'd say to the guy, and drain the hose, like you knew what you were talking about. Those were the days, right? Nothing like a little smart ass at 16. Yep. Anyway, that's it. This is a long one, almost a half hour. Bonus Friday. Happy July. It's hot. Make yourself a hydrating salad and don't be afraid of the fats that you use on it. Enjoy it. Your brain loves the fat. You're female. Your body loves fat. I consider it internal Botox. It just, you know, takes away the wrinkles. Don't look at the turkey neck, though. I'll see you here the next time. This has been Sarah. Pearls of Wisdom and Food with just chit-chat about clean intermittent fasting and OMAD, 1 meal a day, and how it works for an older lady. I'll see you here the next time. Bye-bye for now.